January 6, 2026. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our opening of the bids of the RTVM project procurement of rental-based integrated broadcast and media production services for small-scale international media centers for ASEAN 2026 Ministerial-Level meetings. Before we start with today's activity, we'd like to acknowledge the presence of the following BAC members here: our BAC Secretariat, our TWG, and end user of the project, and bidders from the different suppliers and invited observers, if there's any. For the attendance, may we call on our Secretariat, please?
Good morning, everyone. Here with us today, our BAC Chairperson, Ms. Tulsi Amortitana. Our BAC Vice Chair, Ms. Aileen Arante.
Present.
BAC members, we have Mr. Emmanuel de Guzman
Present.
and Mr. Richie Abad.
Present.
Our TWG members, the Technical Working Group, we have Engineer Giancarlo Isleta.
Present po.
Our end user representative, Engineer Brando Aguilan.
Present.
Good morning, sir. From the BAC Secretariat, we have our head, Ms. Bethlehem de la Cruz.
Present.
Ma'am. Ms. Rowella May Garcia. Ms. Gloria Simbol. And yours truly, Ms. Johnny Lufuyunan. We hereby acknowledge the presence of our prospective leaders from Solid Video Corporation. We have Ms. Chari Mendoza. Mr. Nestor Arroyo, good morning. And Mr. Mark Joseph Fiala. That's all po, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Ms. Lu. It seems we have the necessary number to proceed with our bid opening for today. As required under Section 43 of the new Government Procurement Act, RA 12009, we also have invited observers for this activity. We have invited our COA resident auditor, Ms. Josefina Montoya, also Mr. Ruben J. Pascual from the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and also we have invited the President of the Institute of Electronics and Communication Engineers of the Philippines. However, no one is present for today's activity, but notwithstanding with their absence, at PhilJEPs and RTVM websites and at conspicuous places on December 16 and until today, January 6, 2026, just in time for our bid opening. The pre-bid conference was done on December 23, 2025 at 10 a.m. here at the RTVM Building 2 via F2F and virtual conferencing using the Zoom platform. The proposed project has an ABC of 67,542,250 pesos with a public bidding number PBS-RTVM ASEAN 2026-01. Bid docs was priced at 50,000 pesos. Be informed, everyone, that this bidding will be conducted through an open competitive bidding procedures using a non-discretionary pass-fail criterion as specified in the new Government Procurement Act, IRR, of RA 12009. It is now 10:07 and the submission of bid was already closed, and it was done within the reglementary period. We then declared that the opportunity to submit for this project is already closed and will start now with the opening of the bid proposals by our prospective bidders. For this project, procurement of rental-based integrated broadcast and media production services for small-scale international media centers for ASEAN 2026 Ministerial-Level meetings. We have bidder number 1. This is our bidder number 1. The bid documents was submitted today at 8:34 a.m. in the morning. The bidder is from the Solid Video Corporation with an address at 3rd floor, Green Sun, 2285 Don Chino Roses Avenue, Extension, Makati City. The bidder is Solid Video Corporation. Nakikita? Here. Sorry. Medyo mag-a-adjust lang tayo para makita yung bid docs na sinubmit ni Solid Video. So Solid Video has submitted these 2 bulky envelopes. Their bid proposal contained 2 envelopes, copy number 1 and original copy. This is the original copy. Asan ang kaano nito? Nakikita ba? This is the original copy and this is the copy number 1.
Cut mo na lang din.
Okay. The copy number 1 will be given to our BAC members for them to check the documents, and the original copy would also the original copy shall be opened by yours truly. The original copy has 2 envelopes inside. We have the original copy technical component, and we also have here the original copy financial component. Yung financial component natin, iiwan muna natin dyan. What about the second envelope, the copy number 1? We have also here there the technical component, and may I have the financial component of the copy number 1? Okay, so we're now going to open the bid proposal of Solid Video. Okay, for the technical component envelope, Solid Video has submitted the following legal documents. Nakikita? Hindi makita. So, how? Kita? Nakikita.
Zoom out.
Hindi ko makita kung nakikita na. Okay.
Zoom in. Ayun. Ayun naman.
Ayan. Okay. So this is the original copy submitted by the Solid Video Corporation. Inside the envelope are the following. We have here the legal documents. First pala, ito yung kanilang resibo. Resibo from RTVM na yung bid docs. Receipt. So they have submitted the PhilJEP's registration certificate. Ayan. Certificate. Platinum membership. Solid Video is platinum member ng GPPB. Okay. They have here the list of eligibility documents, the sex certificate, SEC certificate. We have the mayor's permit, the tax clearance, the audited financial statement, and the PCAB license. Kita naman. There you are. So, this is the SEC registration. Katulad po ng nasabi kanina, the mere presence of our criteria here is the mere presence of the submitted documents of the prospective bidder. So they have submitted this SEC registration. They also submitted the mayor's permit. This is the mayor's permit. These documents will be further evaluated later after the bid opening by our BAC members. They also have the tax clearance here. Tax clearance. Okay. They also submitted the income tax return 2024. Here. We also have here the business tax return. Sunod-sunod naman. Maayos yung documents ng Solid Video na sinubmit. Okay. For the technical documents, they also have here submitted statement of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started. They have submitted the projects, their contracts, for Sandigan Bayan. They have here the Napolcom, the Bangko Sentral Pilipinas. Ito. Okay. Present naman, the documents for the ongoing projects of Solid Video is also submitted here. Signed by Mr. Christopher James Tan. Second, they also submitted statement of single largest completed contract, or the SLCC. Here, signed by Mr. Tan again. Okay, nakikita na. Ayan. There you are. Also, the notarized bid securing declaration. Ayan, notarized bid securing declaration. Notarized, signed and notarized in Makati City on January 5, 2026. Just yesterday. Ayan po. Also, attached also is the IDs. The IDs of Mr. Christopher Tan. Schedule of requirements. We have here the schedule of requirements. Babasahin ko pa ba? No need na. Also for the technical specifications, they also have submitted technical specifications. Okay. For the technical specification,
During the post qualification. During the post qualification.
mhm. The technical specification would be further evaluated during the post-qualification. Okay. They also have submitted brochures for said project. Okay, brochures for the equipment needed of said project of the IMCs. So we scan. Are we going to scan everything here? So these are the brochures, attached brochures of the equipment needed for the IMCs for the ASEAN 2026. For the small scale IMCs, ASEAN 2026. Okay. So these documents will be further evaluated during the post-qualification of the Bids and Awards Committee after this bid opening. So nandiyan po ganyan po kakapal ang sinubmit nila na brochures. Also here we have the terms of reference. The terms of reference here. Yan yung pinaghirapan ni Mr. Engineer Carlo. Gan ka na lang. Hindi siya pwedeng ganun. Para kitang-kita lahat. Ganyan na lang. Okay. The TOR of the project. Here's the TOR. Okay. Next, we have the omnibus warning statement of solid video. Signed also by Mr. Christopher James Tan and notarized in Makati City on January 5, 2026. Attached is also his ID. We also have here the Secretary's certificate. Nakakasunod ba si Atsi? Copy number 1. Ayos, pareho tayo. Okay. The Secretary's certificate, signed by Josephine Santiago, notarized also in Makati on January 5, 2026. And the ID of Ms. Santiago. For the technical requirements, LSI, Lead Supervising Integrators. What's this? Certification.
On the personal requirements. Yung personal requirements.
Personal requirements.
Yung mga personal requirements.
Okay. Submitted also the certification of the personal requirements for the said project. Also here, submitted also the engineering and technical personnel. Okay. Okay. The list of the personnel requirements needed for the IMCs. data privacy and cybersecurity compliance. They also have submitted their DPA and cybersecurity compliance certificate. Also, the financial documents, the NFCC or the net financial contracting capacity. Okay, there you are, the NFCC. NFCC amounts to billions. Okay. They also submitted the audited financial statement 2024. There you are. Kikita mo. From the SEC, from the SEC. Joint venture agreement not applicable. Okay, so okay na ang ating team 2. That's all for the technical requirements of our project, procurement of rental-based integrated broadcast and video production services for ASEAN 2026 Ministerial-Level meetings. This technical document submitted by Solid Video now is eligible. We will now declare that Solid Video is eligible to bid for the said project. So, for the second bidder, do we have a second bidder? There's none. We only have lone bidder for said project, and it is Solid Video Corporation. With that, we would now announce the opening of the financial bid of our project, procurement of rental-based integrated broadcast and video production services. So we have a lone bidder for said project, which is the Solid Video. We're now going to proceed with the opening of their financial bid. Original copy for me, and the copy number 1 would be for the BAC members. Okay. Let's open the financial bid of the Solid Video for our project. Procurement. Ang haba palagi sa procurement of rental-based broadcast and media production services for small-scale international media centers for ASEAN 2026 Ministerial-Level meetings. Okay. We hope. Okay, for the financial bid, Solid Video has bid the amount of hindi nakikita. Ayun. Solid Video has bid the amount of, in words, 66,396,390 pesos. In figures, ito siya, 66,396,390 pesos. With a difference of how much? Makukompute na natin. 1,145,860. With that, With that, we would like to
Yung sa
further,
price schedule.
okay, to further check on the price schedule of the items. Okay. So we have here, kita. Okay, ayan. There you are. Di pa rin kita. Anyway, nakikita naman nila ang documents. Okay, for the small scale IMC, we have here the full HD broadcasting system, full HD Monza 2. For the full HD master control, number of days, 6 days. Unit price is 4,508. So sales and after taxes payable, we have 541,000 to. Is this 541,000?
541 pesos.
541 pesos, 0.07. With a total price of 30,300. With a total price of 30,300 for the full HD master control needed for 6 days and with a unit price of 4,508.93. Ay, ang dami pala nito. For the 1 unit uninterrupted power supply with a unit price of 450.89, we have a total price here at 3,030 pesos. Nakikita ba? All meat. Ikaw nga ate eh. Ikaw na.
Masyadong madami.
Okay, to discuss the price schedule for goods, I would like to call on our Secretariat Head, Ms. Bethlehem de la Cruz.
Since the bid proposal will still be subjected to post-qualification, I'll just read the line item per ministerial meetings, the amount, no? Okay, for the
Per meeting na lang.
mm,
68.
Sana pala ano na siya.
okay. Nakikita ba? On page 68 of the submitted financial bid, just to put on record, for the cluster 7, IMC number 1, cluster 7, we have the total amount of 4,410,670. Kasama sa IMC number 1 is cluster 8 with no projected amount. IMC number 2, cluster 23, for the small scale IMC ASCC council meeting, the total amount is 2,540,150. IMC number 3, we have cluster number 30, small scale IMC 44th ASEAN Capital Market Forum Chairs Meeting. The total amount is 2,836,585. IMC number 4, we have the cluster 31, the small scale IMC 32nd ASEAN Economic Ministers Retreat. The amount is 5,460,600. 60 pesos. For IMC number 5, we have the cluster 34, the small-scale IMC ASEAN Finance Ministers and Central Bank Governors Joint Meeting and related meetings. The total amount is 2,540,150. For IMC number 6, cluster 43, the small-scale IMC ASEAN Defense Ministers Meeting, the total amount is 1,879,610 pesos. For IMC number 7, we have the cluster 74, small-scale IMC ASEAN +3 Finance Ministers and Central Bank Governors Joint Meetings and related meetings. The total amount is 1,879,610. IMC number 8, we have the cluster 75, small-scale IMC ASEAN Ministerial Meeting on Youth. The total amount is 3,885,975. IMC number 9, the cluster 86, will be the small-scale IMC 9th meeting of the ASEAN Inter-Parliamentary Assembly Advisory Council on Dangerous Drugs. The amount is 2,540,150 pesos. IMC number 10, cluster 88, small-scale IMC ASEAN High-Level Policy Dialogue on Access to Quality Higher Education, Digital Transformation, Sustainability, and Regional Harmonization. The total amount is 2,870,420 pesos. For IMC number 11, we have the cluster 108, small-scale IMC AMTC and related meetings. The total amount is 2,870,420. IMC number 12, cluster 135, small-scale IMC ASCC Council meeting. The total amount is 2,540,150 pesos. IMC number 13, cluster 140, small-scale IMC ASEAN High-Level Forum on Disaster Risk, 1,879,610. IMC number 14, cluster 141, small-scale IMC, the 58th meeting of the ASEAN Economic Ministers and related meetings, or the 58th AEM and related meetings. The total amount is 4,191,500 pesos. For the IMC number 15, that will be the cluster 143, small-scale IMC AMEM and related meetings. The total amount is 2,870,420. So for the IMC number 16, that will be cluster 149, small-scale IMC ASEAN Minister responsible for culture and arts, 2,209,880 pesos. For the IMC number 17, cluster 155, small-scale IMC 47th ASEAN Inter-Parliamentary Assembly or General Assembly, 3,530,960 pesos. For the IMC number 18, that is the cluster 164, small-scale IMC Ministerial Roundtable Meeting on AI, a boon or a bane for information and media cooperation. The total amount is 1,879,610 pesos. And IMC number 19, that will be the cluster 176, small-scale IMC 45th Capital Market Forum, Chairs Meeting, and AMMF International Conference 2026. The total amount is 2,209,880 pesos. For the IMC number 20, that is cluster 178, small scale IMC 20th ASEAN Defense Ministers Meeting, the total amount is 2,209,880 pesos. For the full scale IMC, that is cluster number 146, the 186, that is 4th ASEAN Women's Leader Summit, and they have no amount for that. The IMC number 21, cluster 188, small scale IMC 32nd ASEAN Transport Minister Meeting. The total amount is 4,410,670. IMC number 22, cluster 196, for the small scale IMC Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement Joint Committee Meeting and related meetings. The total amount is 2,870,420 pesos. And the last, IMC number 23, cluster 206, the small scale IMC Special Intersessional Meeting of ASEAN Economic Ministers. The total amount is 1,879,610. So, ang grand total is 66,396,390 pesos. So,
Okay, computed.
okay, computed. So, mathematically correct. Okay, thank you.
Anyway. Tapos ito sa price schedule.
Okay, we're just
So in total, we have 23 IMCs for the ASEAN 2026. Okay. So that's all for the financial component of the solid video. We then declared that solid video is our lone bidder for today and the single calculated bidder for the procurement of rental-based integrated broadcast and video production services for small-scale international media centers for ASEAN 2026 Ministerial-Level meetings.
okay.
Okay, congratulations.
Although,
Solid
just,
video.
with your permission, Madam Chair, can I remind the loan bidder with a single calculated bid that your submitted bid shall undergo post-qualification to determine where your bid complies with and is responsive to all the requirements and condition as specified in our bidding documents. Also, the loan bidder is also reminded that within the 5 calendar days from receipt of the bidders of the notice of the single calculated bid, that the bidder also is required to submit the eligibility requirements, supporting documents for its PhilJEP certification and also its latest income and business tax return filed for the preceding quarters, which should not be earlier than the 2 quarters from the date of submission of your bid. Okay? Just expect po of your notice, although your bid will still be subjected to post-qualification and bid evaluation. That's all, Madam Madam Chair.
Parang nandito na yung sinasabi. Anyway, thank you Solid Video for participating in our project. And good luck everyone. Thank you for coming. That's all, and we now conclude, for now, we now conclude our bid opening for our project. We can now release our bidder from the Solid Video Corporation. Thank you. Okay, back team will stay. Back team will stay for further evaluation of the submitted documents of Solid Video. Thank you.
Thank you.